Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. We all know that learning is a lifelong process, and curiosity is one of the key factors that drives us forward. However, you might have noticed that some people seem to stop learning or lose interest in learning new things as they get older. But why does this happen? What causes people to stop engaging with new ideas or acquiring new skills? In today's video, we will dive into the psychology behind why some people lose interest in learning, the factors that contribute to this behavior, and what can be done to reignite that passion for continuous learning. Let's explore this topic in depth. 1. The natural process of learning first. Let's understand that learning is a natural part of human development. From the moment we are born, we are constantly absorbing new information, whether we are learning to walk, speak, or solve problems. Children are especially curious, asking questions constantly, and exploring the world around them. As we grow, we move through different stages of learning. In our early years, formal education plays a big role, and later, we may continue learning through personal interests, careers, and life experiences. Ideally, this learning process should continue throughout life as we evolve and adapt to changing environments. However, as we get older, some people experience a decline in interest or motivation to learn new things. So why does this happen? 2. Psychological factors. Why do people lose interest in learning? Let us look at some psychological reasons that contribute to why people stop learning or showing interest in learning new things. 2.1 Lack of motivation. Motivation plays a huge role in the desire to learn. People are more likely to pursue knowledge or new skills when they have a clear personal motivation or goal. Intrinsic motivation. This comes from within learning because you are curious, passionate, or find joy in mastering a new subject. Intrinsically motivated people find learning fulfilling in itself. Extrinsic motivation. This type of motivation is driven by external factors, such as rewards, grades, or career advancement. Over time, if these external incentives are no longer relevant or available, people may lose interest in learning. When motivation decreases, whether intrinsic or extrinsic, learning becomes less appealing. To point to fear of failure, one of the biggest psychological barriers to learning is the fear of failure. Many people avoid learning new things because they are afraid of making mistakes or failing. Perfectionism. People who want to be perfect may stop learning altogether because they feel they cannot meet high expectations. Self-doubt, constantly questioning one's abilities, can lead to an avoidance of new challenges and eventually a lack of interest in learning. When people are afraid of not being good enough or failing, they often shy away from opportunities to learn, especially if it requires stepping outside their comfort zone. 2.3 Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. The concept of a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset, as described by psychologist Carol Dweck, is a powerful factor in whether people continue to engage in learning. Fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are static and cannot be improved. For these individuals, failure or challenges often confirm that they are not good enough, which leads to a lack of motivation to learn. Growth mindset. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset believe that abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. They are more likely to embrace challenges, make mistakes, and see them as opportunities for growth. If someone has a fixed mindset, they may stop learning because they feel they can improve or achieve mastery in a new subject. 3. External factors. Social and environmental influences. While psychological factors are significant, external influences, such as social and environmental conditions, also play a crucial role in whether or not someone continues learning. 3.1 Lack of time. One of the most common reasons why people stop learning is simply that they don't have enough time. In today's fast-paced world, people often find themselves juggling multiple responsibilities, such as work, family, and social obligations. Busy lifestyles. As responsibilities grow, people may prioritize immediate concerns over learning new things, especially when they feel they don't have time to dedicate to new learning activities. Procrastination. When there is no urgency or immediate need to learn something new, procrastination can set in. This leads to delayed action or the abandonment of learning altogether. 3.2 Social influence and peer pressure. People are also influenced by those around them. If the people in their social circle do not value learning or pursuing new knowledge, an individual may stop valuing it themselves. Social acceptance. Some individuals may feel pressured to conform to social norms, where learning new things might not be seen as important. Instead, the focus may shift to more immediate pleasures or social approval. Lack of support. Without a support system, such as mentors, family, or friends who encourage learning, people can feel isolated or unsupported in their quest for new knowledge. 3.3 Overload of information. We live in an age of information overload, where new information is constantly bombarding us from every direction through social media, news, entertainment, and work. This can cause people to feel overwhelmed, leading them to disengage from new learning altogether. Cognitive fatigue. When too much information is being processed, the brain can experience cognitive overload, making it difficult to focus on learning new things. As a result, people may avoid learning because they feel mentally drained. Choice paralysis. With so many options available for learning, some individuals may become paralyzed by choice, leading to inaction and ultimately not pursuing any new learning opportunities at all. 4. Does age play a role in the decline of learning? Another factor that plays a role in people stopping learning is age. As people grow older, their learning habits often change. Childhood versus adulthood. In childhood, learning is seen as a natural and exciting activity. As adults, the responsibilities of life, career, and family can reduce the time and energy available for learning new things. Changing priorities. For some older individuals, there is a shift in priorities from learning new things to maintaining what they already know. The sense of urgency to acquire new skills decreases as people become more comfortable in their routine or career. 5. How to reignite the passion for learning. If you've noticed that you or someone else has lost interest in learning, there are steps that can be taken to reignite that passion and curiosity. 5.1 Set small, achievable goals. Instead of trying to learn everything at once, set small, realistic goals that can be accomplished quickly. This helps to avoid overwhelming yourself while still making progress. For example, learning one new skill per week or reading one chapter of a book a day. 5. To embrace the growth mindset. If you haven't already, adopting a growth mindset can significantly enhance your learning process. Embrace the idea that learning is a lifelong journey and that mistakes are simply stepping stones toward mastery. 5.3 Find a supportive learning community. Being part of a community or group that values learning can greatly improve motivation. Whether it's a study group, a club, or online forums, having a network of like-minded people can reignite curiosity and create a sense of accountability. 5.4 Make learning fun. Try to incorporate fun and engaging methods into your learning process. Use interactive tools, watch educational videos, take practical courses, or even gamify the process to make learning feel more enjoyable and less like a chore. 6. Conclusion. So, why do people stop learning or lose interest in new things? The reasons can be psychological, social, or environmental. Factors like lack of motivation, fear of failure, overwhelm, and time constraints can all contribute to a decrease in interest in learning. However, the good news is that learning is a lifelong process, and it's never too late to reignite that passion. By adopting a growth mindset, setting achievable goals, and finding support, anyone can rekindle their desire to continue learning and growing. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more educational content. Share your thoughts or experiences with learning in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thanks for watching, and remember, learning never stops.